friend.
He's gonna
Yeah.
ready to go for a walk soon. Yeah, so I'm like I was oddly content watching the game. And when I say that, it was because there's that moment where we are all hoping, like, maybe I'm past the moment, but as DZ kept saying, I could be swayed. I could be swayed. And there was like a catchphrase basically in one of our group chats about like Ten Hag. I could be swayed. There's no more swaying at this stage, right? So for me, when you go up 2-0 and you change nothing at all, you're just like, I'm just going to balls to the wall. Let's just keep attacking, leave ourselves open. You're like, this guy is clueless. At this stage, he needs, if anybody, it's like you need wins. You got 2 quick goals. You got 2 quick, I'd say fairly lucky goals. Set your team up differently. Pull them in. Be like, all right, let's get control. Let's gain some control. Let's see this out. Let's get to the half at least, feeling comfortable, and then we'll figure it out, right? And he didn't do it. So it's just, in my opinion, he's literally just writing his own. This is his own death wish at this point. And I think I'm not going to be anywhere near INEOS now. That's stupid. I think I'm content because I know we're in the first year of a rebuild, and they got one mistake wrong, which was keeping him on. That's fine. You can make that mistake. And I think now they're going to have a proper sit down and figure out who comes in next. I think it's going to be Ruben Nestroy who comes in, and the next year we'll pull in a manager that we've spent all year betting, figuring out how much we have to pay and all that. I don't think we'll get our permanent manager this year. I'll be very shocked if that happens.
But it's only October though, Terry.
And then,
It's only October though. I'm not going to give him time.
Hang on. Sorry, Mo. Let me just jump in it. Yeah, I mean, I know that's a comment from Sam because we said yesterday, why is he not giving Carlo Ancelotti at Madrid? No, I don't. Because if Erik Ten Hag had just won us how many Champions Leagues and La Ligas in the last 2 or 3 years, we would give him time to get through this.
You would have all the time in the world.
But in both seasons, he's won 2 trophies.
Sorry, Sam. I'm stopping you. I'm muting you. I know I don't do echo chambers normally, but if you're comparing Ten Hag to Ancelotti, you should be
not having a real conversation.
You should be forced to hand in your supportership as a not just a Real Madrid fan.
I'm winding you up, mate.
And so am I. And so am I. Let me finish the fucking punchline. Come on. Anyway, sorry, Mo. I
want to just say one thing about the players that KG is talking about. I have a belief normally that players get
Put
worse.
The bottle back in, Daddy.
That makes sense, KJ. I don't believe that Alessandro Martinez is as bad as we're seeing him today.
Yeah.
But I believe that players with bad coaching, sometimes they're too far gone. And let me give you an example. Marcus Rashford, I believe back in 2016, 2017, when he first came to he was the talented guy, the speedy guy that we saw glimpses today. That goal that he scored today, he used to do that in the youth team and when he came on. The problem is with bad coaching. What people don't realize, you're burning cash, you're burning players. Every game this guy is coaching, these guys, as we say on YouTube, they're losing brain cells. But in football, I'm being serious, KJ. People know this. Everyone that played professional sports know this. With bad coaching, you're given bad instructions, you're absolutely getting worse. Maybe the ability is not getting worse, but your understanding of the game getting worse. You need time. That is the problem with Man United. There is a reason why everyone comes under this coach. They start all right, and then they get worse. And then they're like, okay, why is it? Diego Dallo, guys, this season has been horrific at some games. Why? He was arguably one of the best fullbacks last season. I believe the problem with Man United squad now, some of the players are too far gone.
So,
and I'm afraid.
Can I just real quick? I'm gonna hop off, but like, I don't think they're too far gone. Like seeing Rashford do what he did today and how lively he looked, you're like, it's still there. It's not gone. Like he looked really good today, and he looked good in a lot of other games. I agree with you. The longer that Erik Ten Hag's there, the worse these players are going to get. But for me, I'm at a stage now where it's pretty identifiable what the problem is. Like we know Martinez isn't that bad. We know these players aren't as bad as they're showing up. So the problem is so clear, which is why I can be content because I'm like, for a bit, I was trying to figure out what is the problem. People are like, oh, Bruno, second red clown. Like, I get what the man is out there desperately trying to get a goal. He tried to get his foot there. He messed up. It was a bad play, but it's not like he had a moment of madness and he swung his foot and did something crazy. It was clear what he was trying to do there. It was very clear. Like that's why I'm giving him a break on that one because I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. We're so trash. This guy's desperately trying to get a goal and doing anything he needs to do to get it. At this stage, all I'm going to say is I think Erik Ten Hag, regardless of what our results are in the next game or whatever, will be gone after the international break. I do think I think today sealed it, and I think it was very easy to steal. I could be wrong, but I do think today sealed it.
Cam, I think everyone's got an opinion on that. Some people think he will go if we win. And me and KJ were saying earlier, like, there's part of me that feels he will. There's part of me worried that he won't. And Mo thinks if he gets like a draw and then a win, he'll stay. But my question to you, Mo, just for a very quick answer, if we win on Sunday and they still sack him, what would, just very concise answer, what would that tell you about INEOS?
They already made up the decision, and finally they made the right decision and they saw the light.
But that wouldn't tell you that. But it wouldn't tell you that they're more serious and better than you think they are.
Yeah, yes, they corrected every time a manager or a board correct their decision. We have to get them credit. Same as Chelsea when they rectified mistakes that they did before, and now they sign more experienced players. INEOS are not like far gone. They made strike one. They made a mistake. They are -1 now. They correct this mistake. They get the right one coming in, right? We'll give them credit, of course. The transfer window in terms of negotiations, I like De Ligt. I said that before. I like Ugarte. I like De Ligt. I like these guys, right? They just need the right manager. And the problem is,
no, I agree.
I don't know who the right manager is, bro.
And that's another debate. That's another debate for another day. I want to do some of these super chats here. One sec, bro. I want to do some of these super chats here. Terry, United will still win the Europa League trophy. Look, we can still win. Cheers, Cam, and see you later, darling. See you later. Bye, daughter, in case anybody's wondering. I feel like, of course, we can still win it. Now, the one thing I disagree with LB on Tuesday is that Man United's season isn't over at this point. There are 3 trophies we can still win if the manager is sacked early enough because it's rectifiable. We have good enough players to win at least 3 of the tournaments that we are in. That's also why I want to see the manager go sooner rather than later, because if we do keep it until the next international break, maybe we drop more points in the Europa, maybe we get knocked out of the League Cup, and it's less things we can win. Man United's defense has more holes than my grandpa's underwear. Cheers from a Bosnian fan. Big up yourself over there in Bosnia.
Does he know that? How does he know that?
Yeah, why are you looking
at your granddad's underwear, bro? Hey,
I appreciate the $499, but why don't you spend that buying your granddad some more underwear, please?
Exactly.
Come on now. Nav here says, hold on, this druggie honestly believes United will win the Europa League. No, I'm sorry. If you're dropping 2 goals, being in front, what you going to be like against better teams? Crackhead take from who's Cho? Maybe means Cam. But again, but you're not listening to what Cam said. None of us believe we'll win the Europa League with this manager. But I think if we get a new manager come in who builds a good, solid structure, stops us conceding all these goals, and enables us to score and then stay solid, which is not, we're not asking for fucking Pep Guardiola and Fergie's love child here. We're asking for a competent head coach and manager. It's not inconceivable that we win it. Because could. It really ain't. Sorry, go on, KJ.
I mean, and breaking quote from this guy. I'm telling you, he's lost his mind. I am not right all the time. I am not perfect. But I can see a madman. I can see foolishness from a mile away. Listen, Ten Hag and Rashford. We have to rotate. On Sunday, we have another hard game. We need players to be fit and fresh. We had to play Garnacho. We go quickly to Villa. They have an extra day to recover. They took him off.
It's only October.
Oh my God. He's not injured. Rashford is not injured. It wasn't an injury. He thought, this was in his mind. He thought it was the right thing to do in his mind. I'm telling you, he's lost it. He ain't got anything up there, man. It's just a shiny egg. It's a shiny egg. There's nothing in there. Not even yolk. Not even egg whites. It's just a shell, empty.
Have you ever bought an egg? Have you ever cracked an egg and there's nothing in it? Once I did.
Nope.
No, once I bought an egg once and I opened it and it was an empty shell. I don't know how that got through control. It must happen. It must happen, right? Do you know what I mean? I had an egg once with nothing in it. That's Ten Hag's head. Imagine Rashford, by the way. Look, he should have squared the ball to Bruno at the end of the first half, but he was on fire. He was on. Imagine taking off your best. Once when I played Sunday League when I was a kid, I was playing for Canvey Island, and we were playing our biggest rivals, this team from Southend, and we had to win to go ahead of them in the league. And it was one of those matches. Both our games the previous season were 3-3 draws, and they were both identical. They were leading 3-3. We came back, and then vice versa. We drew the first game away from their ground 1-1, and we had to win to go, I think, like 2 points ahead of them with 2 games to go that season. And our manager took not just our best player, but our best performing player off on the day, took him off at half time. And we were like, why? His name was Sid, right? Well, why, Sid? Why? He went, well, we take it in turn. Basically, this is before woke went crazy, right? He went, well, everybody has to have a turn of being substituted off, and it's his turn this week. And we're like, but we're against the best team, and we're winning, and we need him. Took him off, and we lost 3-1, right? I remember thinking to myself, you can't do. I thought at Sunday League, that's someone's dad who did that, right? Imagine a professional manager taking off your best performing player who is cooking Porto for Sunday. Fuck me. Oh my God.
And this is how you know he knows he's gone, because no manager confident about his job is worrying about game on Sunday. When these guys are professionals, used to 2 games a week, 3 games a week.
And KJ, that's why I wanted to ask.